I'm still sick. But I'm getting better. At least I'm feeling better. Hello. Shit. I think we do this. We try to build ourselves a nasty little deal with the devil run. Maybe we get like Guppy or something. I was gonna pretty happily take flight. I'm glad I hesitated for a split second to process it because ultimately I forgot that these things switch. Were you able to see the dentist though? No, we called them and said, hey, it's not like I haven't had a COVID test, but everyone in the family's sick. Nobody else has COVID. Nobody else has strep. What do you want us to do? And they delayed the teeth cleaning for another month. What the fuck?
Look at you, Stanley. Flaunting your disposable income with that donation to Taffy.
Who has done this thing? What's going on? Is that stream gifts or Humble Bundle? Vectrometer, thank you so much. Yeah, Vectrometer, I get absolutely devastated in the springtime. Spring allergies hit me very, very comparably to this. And it's miserable. Stream gifts, did you do that glitch? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I guess I'm glad I took the passive. All I was gonna try to do was get rid of data miner. That clearly is not something I care about. Did anybody catch the number of that truck that hit me? That was Rusty. You fucking doofus. We did, like, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it earlier, but I told chat that you and I inadvertently had like a very long Discord conversation. That's fucking awesome. Oh God, don't make me laugh. That you and I did have a very long Discord conversation yesterday, just sort of talking about like generally being of the mindset of if it's not painfully important, then it gets left behind. So like we talked about like the fact that I've got a grill that I think a grasshopper fart is gonna make it fall apart. The washer and dryer that we had when we first moved in here were absolute garbage. So Amber and I pulled the trigger on that and fixed that immediately. At some point, she and I are going to need to get her a car. Obviously, that's not something I'm going to stick on stream gifts. Although, if I could, I fucking would. Yo, that's great. I need pills to be good. But ultimately, anything that's not absolutely necessary for an instant and immediate and frequent quality of life upgrade. That shit sits on the back burner for forever with me. The only time that I've learned a lesson about like spend money when it makes your life better every day immediately was it has to pass the Magewell capture card test. If you haven't been around the channel for a hot minute, years ago, Nate told me that all of my like really tech-savvy streaming friends, this is back when I was still pretty broke. I was making enough money to cover my bills, but I wasn't making any extra. But back when I was pretty broke and not making any extra money, Nate tried to convince me that I wanted to buy a Magewell capture card that retails for $500. And I didn't want to spend $500, so I spent less money on a different capture card. And that one didn't work right. So I spent less money again on a different capture card. And that one didn't work right. So for the third time I spent less money and got a different capture card, and that one didn't work right. And so by the time we got to the end, by the time all things were said and done, I had spent $650 combined on 3 inexpensive capture cards to keep from spending $500 at once. And even then, I got the Mage Well, but it was only because Glitch bought it off of Stream Gifts because he got tired of me dragging my feet on it. But that becomes my litmus test now. Is like, is this thing, in my mind, is this thing like a high quality, instant quality of life upgrade that's just gonna make my day-to-day existence better? And is it worth the money? Or is it something I just want because it's a cool toy? Yeah, I'll go back to the secret room in a second. Steak Jones, what's going on? I'm glad you tagged me, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to see your name. Yo, what's going on? What is going on today? It is the last day of September, so if you're feeling froggy, today's the day to leap. The Rapid with 10 gifted. Newsquam, Dole, Evil Pikachu, Vigo, Mithrin, the Storm King, Trash Dandy, Godrigos, Steak Jones, and Artie. Recipients of 10 gifted. El Pablo says, did you resell the other cards? I did. I resold the ones that I could. I tried to use a capture card.
Health up.
At least the pills are good. I tried to resell, I tried to use a capture card that was gifted to me back when Machinima was new. I had my buddy Evan Eckerd sent me a capture card that he had used in like the early 2010s. Like 2012 he was using this capture card, and I was trying to use that. And then I did an Avermedia that wasn't the right one. And then I did an Elgato that I just could never quite get the sync on it right. And then I did a Black Magic card that took me and an AV person who recommended it like 2 hours to install, which started to fail on us. I don't know if you guys remember the streams where we'd be playing Isaac and all of a sudden the fucking capture would just stop. The screen would go green and then it would go color bars and no input, and then like that would just be it, and I'd have to either reset the computer. Like, there used to be a point in time back in the day where I used to have to end the stream, pull the tower, crack the case, pull the Black Magic card completely out of the motherboard, reseat it, put the case back together, reconnect the computer, and then start the stream again a half an hour later. That was that was the best of the 3 capture cards that I paid for. And then eventually Glitch just got tired of seeing all that horse shit go down and bought me the $500 Mage Well. Horror Month does in fact start tomorrow. Are we talking trading card games, cards, or video cards? Capture cards. Video graphics capture cards. Maddie, hey Taffy sir, Sir Taffy Tuesday. I went to the dentist and he pulled a tooth. Also, what'd you think of my costume? Can you link it to me? I don't think I saw it. I've been very sick of late, so I haven't really been active in like Discord and stuff like that. Noah drops 100 bits and says, "Good morning, Taffy. Good morning, chat. Taff, how much of each gift sub can I put towards Halo? I mean, bits per game. The whole 500. Make it 500 bits. Like I've said, like I said, I've always erred on the side of trying to give you guys more value. I never want to seem nitpicky about like, oh, I don't ever want to be that guy like that dude that Gucci was telling us about. Well, you spent $5, but you're only worth $3.50 to me. You know what I mean? You know what, Rini? Would you? That would be. Oh my God. How have we not managed to? We have somehow managed to not manage a hype train today, despite getting 60 gifted, 10 gifted, and 20 gifted in a very short period of time. I'm sorry. That one snuck up on me. Noah, thank you for the 20 gifted. Yeah, it is in fact the last day of September. So whether it's me or someone else, if you're feeling like popping off on a streamer, today's the last day to do it. SJ, Hobo, Blaz, Mason, The Dark Wizard, It's Grime, Ioself, Skrider, Call Me Hokage, Velicity, Velocity.
This is the story of the newest denizen
Hipster
of the
Prince,
cave.
Cool Monkey, Skitani, Stealth Screech, Fisty Plays, Iguanas, Run Funny, Solid Tyler, Misdirected, Coffee Fingers, and Midnight Skies Gaming. Thank you so much, Noah. Yeah, put the whole $100 towards it. I don't ever like feeling like I shorted people. I don't ever want people feeling like I somehow claimed that, you know, they spent $5 but it was only worth $2.50 to me or whatever. Calamity Heart Tier 1, almost 2 years. Thank you so much. You know what's slightly less funny than 24? Calamity Heart, I much appreciate it. Thank you for your sub. Oh, nice. That's a nice Freddy outfit. That fucking looks great. Is that a Deadpool poster in the background? Oh, no. That's Iron Man. I had it open for a second.
This is
and then
the story
closed
of the
it again.
newest denizen of the cave.
Mazarian with a gifted tier 1 sub to Blunts Aldrin. It's funny because pot. I like that. Thank you so much. I think I stay with the Satanic Bible. Oh. Fucking, I wasn't looking. Thank you, Rini. Yeah, I might do that. I don't know that I'll do it on boot, but I might do it in my off time tonight, and then just not turn any of them in until the next time we play. I had genuinely anticipated doing some like boof Animal Crossing streams this week, but obviously getting better was a higher priority than trying to get boof streams in while I was sick. So instead of playing video games in my off time, all I've been doing is watching Squid Game. I got 2 episodes left. I wouldn't call it a fun show by any stretch of the imagination, but it is, you know, it's made for Netflix Korean Hunger Games. Not Hunger Games, well, I mean, kind of Hunger Games, Battle Royale. The original Hunger Games movie. What a shot. Let's see what's in here first. I genuinely think we can make Guppy happen on this run. We're gonna see most of the deal with the devil items. I think I still get credit for touching it, even if I don't take it with me. I can't take like every passive devil deal item that exists and think that anything good's gonna happen. I had Horror Babylon on the last run and that shit didn't work out for me. Here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna touch it, set it down. Boof New World streams? No. If I want to play a game in an online setting instead of, for now though. If I want to play a game in an online setting for now, I've got Final Fantasy XIV that I'm actively paying a subscription for that I'd like to get back to at some point in the not so distant future. So between Animal Crossing on Boof, Final Fantasy XIV on Boof, and Horror Month, not to mention, you know, the subathon with Justin that's going down at the end of the month. I've got plenty on my plate once I get well. Once I come out of the other side on this. Taffy, but the same process from same thought process from us. Your time is worth money, so it's why I gifted enough subs to equal 25,000 bits without the discount. I appreciate that. I don't know, like I how do I put this? to a certain extent, like statistically speaking, I do count on your guys' generosity. No one in particular, right? But I just do like a statistical running average of like, generally speaking, chat pays me this much a month to exist. And until that changes, there's a part of me that statistically speaking will always kind of count on person X, person Y, and person Z will help keep me afloat with this many bits, this many gifted subs, this many cash tips, this many stream gifts, whatever it is. So I guess to a certain extent, I do, I count on a certain amount of financial support from the audience to make sure that this thing stays afloat.
Experimental pill.
Fine. I do count on the audience for a certain amount of just generally keeping the show going, keeping the lights on, but I don't. There's not an expectation. Like there's a difference between I think thumbs down. Okay, I'm not gonna have that guy give his fucking dissertation over my. It's one thing to have lyrics, it's another thing to have just some fucking dude just be like, so the other day I was on a walk, right? And I'm like, no, this isn't, listen, we're not dual casting here. Yeah, it's one thing to sort of like, try to be that was a song, yeah. It's one thing to try to be a like responsible person when it comes to planning out fiscally how your world revolves. And making sure that you know, plan accordingly. It's one thing to plan, but it's another thing to work under the assumption that like, oh, well, somebody needs to go off. Somebody needs to pop off and do a big thing because I'm due at this point. And I feel like there are, you know, occasionally you do bump into streamers who have that mindset. And I've tried to stay very, very diligent. I've tried to stay very diligent about not letting that ever happen to me where I feel like somehow you guys owe me money. Battery for the life. I can only have 8 items. I can only have 8 items, so if I'm going to spend money on a passive, it needs to be one that I can potentially see us keeping the entire run. What sucks is glitch is that song was from a creator called Abstraction. And he's a really nice dude. He came to one of mine and Noah's panel discussions and has been one of Pretzel's longest running supporters. And I'm proud to say that despite the fact that I don't want to dig at the guy and say he's not as well known as like you know, Miracle of Sound, but he's not as well known as like Miracle of Sound. He got in on the ground floor with a huge catalog of well-made music that frankly not many people had heard as much of as say Harris Heller or Miracle of Sound or Approaching Nirvana, right? And I am proud to say that he like according to Nate, Abstraction's one of Pretzel's highest earners, so he's turned a tidy profit off of, you know, just trusting us with his baby. I say us. I'm not with Pretzel anymore, but it's hard to divorce myself from that. It was the best. Shit! Don't make me laugh. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Like I said, it pains me to thumbs down that song. I know that there's an argument to be made. There's an argument to be made that if I don't want to hear people speaking, that I would turn off lyrics. I would turn off vocal mode. I don't mind vocals, I just don't want somebody straight up doing spoken word over me. Oh shit, I forgot to get Taffy his money this month. I hope he's not mad at me. I've seen people who have gone down that road, and it's like legitimately, it's fucking kind of gross, you know. And I just don't ever want to be a gross streamer. That's all. I got no problem being blessed. I like being the kind of guy that can go out to other streamers and be like, yo, did you see what my chat did? And then I watch them turn a little bit green with envy, and I go, fuck yeah. That feels good. I'd be bullshitting you if I said otherwise. I'm not gonna lie to you. That feels awesome. I dig that a lot. I hope that keeps going for a long time. I like being able to like go up to almost every other streamer I've ever met and be like, oh yeah, that's the other day, you know, so-and-so popped off for 4 figures and then somebody else matched them for 4 figures. So I had like a $4,000 day. And they're like, wait, what? You did? How many concurrents do you draw? And I'm like, yeah, 1, 2, maybe 300 on a good day. You shouldn't be able to do that. I know, right? Fucking crazy. I love that. That shit's awesome. But I don't ever want to get to a place where for some reason, feel like you, like, why didn't I get to buy, oh my god, send me one of those runs. Be like, oh, why didn't I get to buy that incredibly fancy toy that I wanted? Well, it's because chat let me down and didn't give me enough money. God damn. Never charge anyone full price, but throw me 40 bucks for spending hours sitting at your house removing spyware viruses from your computers. Yeah. I get it though, Taffy. For years I helped friends and family with IT shit, and some people don't get that you're still taking time out with your skill set and helping them out. I mean, that's fair, and that's genuinely something that everybody here seems to get. Oh, goddamn, I'm fighting. I forgot that would count. Listen, I'm gonna read chat for a second. You guys can just wait, you groany shitheads. Yeah, I get that. I did this for basically free for years. I did content creation in YouTube. I'm doing YouTube. I'm paying to do YouTube nowadays. I'm paying hundreds of dollars a month to do YouTube. I'm not quite at the point where I'm paying $1,000 a month to do YouTube, but I'm paying hundreds of dollars a month to do YouTube and social media posts now. I haven't hit $1,000 a month yet, but I've come awfully close. So some things I'm paying to do. In years past, I used sweat equity. I've done this for free for more time than I've done it for a profit. I love this. I love doing this. I love doing this every day. But yeah, if you give me the choice between doing it for free and making money, I'll always choose making money. Yeah, it was us when Abstraction signed on. That's true. That's true. Can I request Turbo Mansion's best damn party? Sure, I'll do that for you real quick. Buy them an extra beer and tell them that's because you didn't do song request. Fucking woodpecker hitting the side of my house. Sounds like he stopped. This runs a roller coaster. Wolf of Bob, what's going on? Welcome back. Our new copywriter was going through the site and he saw the hug request and was like, "Who's Taffy?" Did you fire him? Tell me you fired him. How dare he? He or she, I don't know. Them. How dare they? Pretzels and music service? I thought you were in with a real pretzel company. I was in with a gourmet popcorn company once. I can't even buy Domino's every night like I want to. Son of a bitch. I like how in that dialogue you did, your sick voice was you and your regular voice was the others, and it just tickled me. That's honestly, I'm always gonna choose low effort for my voice. Kevin, what's going on, brother? Her and no, it actually wasn't one of the OG pretzel team who was like, it was like Taffy's the co-founder and our users get it. I feel sad that all that stuff's moving on without me. I mean, it's like bittersweet. I didn't want to work on it anymore. Sorry, I don't mean to be taking like these long chatty breaks. I just I can't play Isaac. Oh goddamn! I can't play Isaac and chat at the same time. Icebox, what's going on, man? It's so weird to me that as a content creator who does pretty okay for himself, it's forever bizarre to me that I vacillate between I'm a titan of industry and a master of the universe and like huge imposter syndrome. And I'm just like, I don't deserve any of this. And sooner or later, they're gonna find out I'm a fraud. And there's no middle ground. There's no, like, I gotta turn this fucking game down. This game's so loud now. I find it funny to me that there's no middle ground for me between, like, I'm exactly where I should be. And if I go up or down, it'll be probably a direct reflection of how hungry I've stayed and how much work I've continued to put into it. There's only the extremes of just like, I'm catching a rocket ship to the moon. My face is gonna be on billboards. And then another day, like one day after that, I'm just like, I need to start figuring out how to update my resume because I am doomed and I'm not gonna make it. And it's only a matter of time now before everyone finds out. I wish I could just stick the landing right in the middle, you know? I wish I could just stick the landing right in the middle. And just be like, oh, you know what? I'm probably doing exactly what I should be doing. The rewards I'm seeing for doing it, you know, okay, at the very least, are probably commensurate with the effort I put in. And if it goes up or down, it'll still be fine. And we'll jump off those bridges as we get to them. Imposter syndrome sucks, man. I don't even feel like I have it as bad as I used to. I feel like the sustained success of the channel, thanks to you guys. I mean, thanks to the audience. I mean, I've got to show up to work and everything. Like, I've got to make it happen. But like, without you guys, there's a lot of good streamers out there who don't have an audience. But yeah, thanks to the sustained success of the channel, I feel more comfortable saying like, oh, I do pretty well at this. So the swings aren't as violent, but it's still funny to me. Funny, unfortunate, not funny, haha. It's still funny to me that I can't ever seem to like decide where I want to fall on that spectrum. I can't ever decide if I think that I'm a screaming badass or a total fraud. And it all just kind of depends on how good a night's sleep I got, which side I feel like I fall on every day. That's 2/3 Guppied. I need tier upgrades in a pretty bad way. Hi, wife.
Hey, I'm running errands.
Okay.
Might be a little bit.
I'm playing The Binding of Isaac. It's an indie game.
We're doing a costume run. Anything in particular you want to request?
I mean, I'm always giggly when we come home with Frozen. Whose it was, it's because I'm a sucker for shitty food that's not good for me that tastes awesome. So...
On a more rational day, you told me never to get their meatballs again.
Well, yeah,
But I'm
it's
gonna
because
do
I
monster.
didn't realize that their meatballs, as delicious as they are, have a pretty significant amount of trans fat in them.
Well,
And I think I've eaten more of those meatballs than I've eaten strawberries in my life now. Like, if I think back and just go like, yeah, I ate strawberries as a kid, but I don't think I've had a strawberry in like 5 years. I think now, if you take like the backloaded number of meatballs that I've had and weighed it against all the strawberries I've had in my life, I might have had more of those trans fat laden meatballs than I've had strawberries. So, yeah, we should probably not get those meatballs again, despite how easy and awesome they are.
But if I see some other thing.
Yeah, but I mean, that said, listen. If you find some frozen MRE style food that you think me and the boys will devour, me and Chad have been talking about, you know, the possibility of the replacement fridge and actually getting a functioning outdoor fridge that can hold more stuff. But Rusty Brazen Fire sent us more Danish cookies.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? Carcassonne, another board game for us.
Ooh.
And a brand new Ninja blender. Oh. I know, right?
So should I bring back lots of frozen fruit for making smoothies?
We can make smoothies. I could get less fat. I could have more strawberries. We can put strawberries in the smoothies and we start to listen.
A gigantic Costco bag of frozen strawberries.
I can confuse my heart and just be like, "Hey, you guys remember how we used to have strawberries and then it was nothing but meatballs for a half a decade, and now it's strawberries again, and the meatballs are nowhere to be found? What the fuck is going on?" My poor heart.
Speaking of, there's leftover pizza for lunch.
Hell yeah, that's Glitch's fault. Squint Fox says we should have Domino's every night of the week.
Oh my god.
Just to throw around our newfound middle classness.
Oh, gross.
As adults, we should just allow ourselves Domino's pizza every night.
Okay, I can run errands.
He also puts in all caps, "Don't you put that evil on me."
Oh, I don't blame you.
Oh god, I'm dying. I love you, baby. Tab, you hear about the art gallery? Yeah, the art gallery that paid that dude $84,000, and he called his newest work "Take the Money and Run," and gave them 2 completely blank white canvases. Meatball smoothies time, baby. I'll just make margaritas and call them fruit smoothies. Oh, I feel like shit. Yeah, put that evil on Squint Fox. I don't know, man. I might pass on both of those. If I become Judas, I don't get the accomplishments for Isaac, and I don't think that Cuban meat is gonna be worth keeping around. So I'll hold on to the Red Heart health, and we'll just use it on future deals with the devil. Yeah, those canvases on display, there's like, it's so funny because like literally there's people standing in front of the canvases going, what do you think he meant by this? And I'm like, I think he meant that he got an $84,000 payday. He got an $84,000 payday for the cost of going to a Joann's Fabrics one afternoon. Oh, God almighty. The one problem I'm really finding about this run is that because we've not had any regular items, I don't have a single tier upgrade to speak of. That's kind of problematic to be running around here with 273 tiers on Caves 2. Not a fan. I am bummed out. We had never looked at the informational, we'd never looked at the nutrition information on the back of those frozen meatballs that we've been using as just sort of a makeshift, like neither one of us wants to cook, let's just oven saute these meatballs in some ragu and call it good, because the meatballs were tasty. They're really good for frozen meatballs that you get from Costco. But I couldn't help but notice they had almost as much trans fat as saturated fat. And as somebody who's almost guaranteed to have his heart do him in, it seems like a bad idea. Might be the amount of bullshit you have to spew to make a... Hold on. I want to read this. I'm biased, but it's El Pablo, so I know it's going to be, like, well formulated. The amount of bullshit you have to spew to make a sale like that costs you something. It might be parts of your soul. That's not nothing. Oh, shit. Yeah. I don't know. What sucks is that there was a part of me that during this last week wanted to get on top of like knocking out little things that were driving me crazy that I didn't have them done. Like the fact that like, oh shit. Alright, so there's Guppy. So long as we don't get rid of Tail, we'll be okay. We have room to get rid of other things. Oh, I don't think Libra's gonna come with me. I'll take Tiny Toma just because we have an open slot. Yeah, there were things that I was very excited to get work done on. Little things like we still have a lot of the house that is unfinished. And I know that finishing a house is probably not something that is gonna happen overnight, but like we still need a bar, we still need a coffee station. We still need a dining room set. And these are all things that it's just going to take time to find the stuff that we want. It doesn't look like our new patio is going to get put together. It doesn't look like our new patio is going to get put together before December, which is fine. We're not in a rush. But at some point, I'll want to get like a new grill, a new dining room set. Sorry, a new fire pit patio furniture set. I guess that one's not nearly as important as like a dining room set, but still. I need a bomb. God damn, that's a lot of money. That man threw a live spider on me. I mean, keys are cool, but they're no bombs. Don't look at me. You're the reason I need a bomb. I want you to think about that. You're the reason I need a bomb. Oh, you lucky bastard. Keys for days. I'll take them. Guppy's tail's gonna rob us of every key we have, but there we go. Sorry, bud.
X-Lax.
I have 2 bombs. I'm relatively certain I know where the second secret room is.
I'm drowsy.
Damn, give me another one of those and I think it's game. I was gonna say, damn, if I put that too close to the edge, I'm gonna be upset. The Emperor card, huh? Killed the beggar and shit on his grave. Taffy's savage today. I don't have the strength for pretense today. Too tired. I spent an entire week trying to get back on a reasonable sleep schedule just to have it undone. I'm not doing myself any favor. Oh, okay. I'm not doing myself any favor by watching Squid Game right before I go to sleep. Right before I go to sleep, tired, anxious because I'm tired, and whacked out of my mind on over-the-counter sleep meds and NyQuil and shit like that. I've been having like crazy dreams and congestion and headaches and yeah, I spent an entire week trying to get myself back into a healthy sleep cycle. And every night this week has just been it's not been fun. It's not been enjoyable. It has not been enjoyable. Death's list could do good things for us over time, I think. I'm almost. Yeah, I got two episodes left. I've got 2 episodes left. It would be weird to say I'm enjoying it, but it's pretty well crafted. Netflix. Yeah, being Korean, I'm assuming it's Netflix. It's Netflix. It gets a little goofy. I don't want to spoil any of it. You guys ever watch like Doctor Who or BBC shows? Shows that are not made in the United States. Dude, my gift for getting that correct was a live troll bomb. You guys ever watch like BBC shows like Doctor Who where they need an American? They need an American, so they cast, you know, they cast people who maybe look like Americans, and then either one of two things happens. They're actually Americans, and so their American accents make sense, or they just cast like the only like overweight white guy they know, and they go, yeah, this is an American, see, he's overweight and white, and we made him talk with a yeehaw accent. Or a New York accent. That's kind of happened a little bit on Squid Game, where they have a couple of roles that they needed to be filled by Americans, and every person in it sounds like they're doing like a community theater production of like Guys and Dolls or Oklahoma. Yeah, they get like a Canadian or a Brit or somebody, and not like the good Brits. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Brits can't do an American accent. I didn't know that Hugh Laurie was British until after House ended its run. I didn't know that half the cast of The Walking Dead was British until they started accepting awards, and I was like, what's with the funny accent? British actors can do American accents way better than American actors can do British accents, for sure. That said, that doesn't mean that every British actor or every Australian actor or every Canadian actor can do a convincing American. And a lot of those people end up, you know, in these supporting roles. Like, they didn't make it as actors, so they're teaching English as a second language, they're teaching English as a second language in Korea, and then they book a gig on a Netflix series, and this failed Australian actor's like, I can be an American. I think we just cycle through until we find something interesting. So yeah, that's been my only issue, is that some American characters have been introduced, and their accents and line delivery is like, and the script for the Americans is all a little suspect. I've actually never seen a single episode of Sons of Anarchy. Ooh, Lusty Blood would be good. Over what? I think I'd probably just lose Tiny Toma. Tiny Toma's not great. And then we could cycle again. Hey, man. Listen, Taffy, I know that in your heart you're going to want to say sci-fi, but let me be a little bit forthcoming, if I will. I'm going to open myself up to chapter 3, page 1, and say, once upon a time, there was a man named Taffy, and he had a really good friend named the Book of Stoners, and before he made a choice about sci-fi versus Book of Stoners, he clearly chose... Dark Bum is next on the chopping block. Yeah, Gucci. I can speak American. Yeehaw, Cowboys. Yeehaw, Cowboys, Yankees, Lakers. New York. In the anime, the Japanese voice actor's American accent is this weird Midwesterny trying to lose their Midwestern accent. Hugh Laurie is amazing. Yeah, he said that his American was like a mix of like neutral dialect with like Midwestern American with like a tinge of Hungarian thrown together. I don't think either one of these is good enough to just take on its own. Normally I'd say Serpent's Kiss is amazing, but it's not anymore. What's next on the chopping block? I think it's Dark Bum. Oh, I don't like... Hold on. Wait. No, okay, I don't want to redo this room. Yeah, I don't want to redo that room. If I drop the tail, I lose the transformation. That's a new thing with Repentance. If you actively lose passive items that you need for a transformation, now you lose the transformation as well. Used to be once you had a transformation, the game couldn't take it away from you, but now, now it absolutely can and does, which sucks. You mean, yeah, the 69 joke? It's just like, listen. The dialogue for people of that stature. Oh my. Actually, I'll probably take this into the deal with the devil slash whatever the hell this room ends up being. If you want to write like powerful person dialogue, like for it being a series that's so rooted in kind of like realistically how would people respond to this kind of like insane stimulus, then there's no reason for you to write your rich and powerful characters as though they're like 1960s Bond villains. Otherwise, it's been riveting. I've been killing time waiting for, like, Amber ended up watching 2 episodes of it with me last night once she got done with her project. I've been killing time waiting for her to finish her project so we can watch Midnight Mass. It's from Mike Flanagan, the same guy who made The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor. And we both like those shows very much. So I'm eager to watch Midnight Mass. But I didn't want to do that while Amber was doing schoolwork, so I started Squid Game just to have something to watch while I mended. I haven't seen Y: The Last Man. Bad PhD or Duality. You know what? I'm genuinely curious here. Dark Bum, you done great, man. I value the contributions you've made to this company. Man, I'm sorry about the coughing. There's nothing to be done about it, I guess. Just finished Midnight Mass last night. It was a wild ride. It's kind of what I've heard. I've like, you know, without delving into spoiler territory, I've heard it's got that very sort of definitive Stephen King-esque style story of like mysterious stranger comes to small hamlet, deals with the devil style actions ensue. I have no idea if that's actually how it turns out. Like I know I'm hooked enough to go watch it, but I've heard that it borrows heavily from like Stephen King's influences. Was it like Salem's Lot and God, what are some other comparable, like Stephen King has like basically devil comes to tiny hamlet. If it's Stephen King, it's devil comes to Maine fishing village. And dark tidings ensue. Sweet Home's another good Korean show I'd recommend watching. Very Korean, so there's some lost in translation, but it's mostly solid for an okay show. What was the one that they had about the zombie infestation at the apartment complex that was on Netflix not too far back? That was a pretty solid one. I like that one quite a bit. I can't remember the name of it though. About the guy with the drone that finds the girl across the way, and they seem to be the only two people who survive a zombie outbreak locked in their apartments. Big ass apartment building. It came out about this time last year. I remember watching that and Uncut Gems at the same, not at the same time, but in the same like couple of evenings. Sweet Home is about cursed monsters, not zombies, but a similar context. Let's see, hold on. First of all, I got my alarm went off, so I got to take a little breaky break. I'd love it if Death Note would pay me out with a couple of tiers upgrades. Like that's the reason I'm gonna hold on to it. That's how I get my stat upgrades. That's how I get my stat upgrades without having to get new items. But man, it's been real finicky about it. There's not a snowball's chance in hell that I do this room correctly. But so far, it seems content to just leave me with bombs, live bombs, collected bombs, keys and coins. It's a very zappy run. Oh, well, I wouldn't have gotten this one either.
This is the story of
Yo,
the newest denizen
Piccolo.
of the cave.
Piccolo, tier 1, 17 months. Thank you so much. Greetings and salutations to you as well. Hope life's treating you okay. It's gonna be hard with the zap and zap. It's gonna be hard with the zappy zip zap to get any room crowded with individuals. Knocked down in the correct order. This one's virtually impossible. Not with Guppy. Not with Jacob's Ladder. I do feel like I'm doing pretty good damage, though. I like this build. I keep forgetting that we misplaced Dark Bum along the way. That's true, I gotta remember to take the negative, you're right. You're absolutely right.
2 of spades.
A lot of keys is a good thing. We still have Guppy's tail that we're holding on to. I might be able to pull this one. Well, no, probably not. Not now that the turret came up. The lovers.
The lovers.
There's no way I get this one right either. Oh well.
Luck up.
Damn. I'll keep popping those experimental pills. I'm okay with losing a black heart. I'm okay with losing a black heart if it means But I want chaos over what? Over the virus, maybe? That's a speed and tears upgrade, isn't it? I guess we can test it. It's a speed upgrade. Ew. Would I want the backpack so I could just take another active item? I don't know exactly what yet. I think I'd rather have the backpack than chaos. Feels okay, I guess. Well, I know metronome ain't it, but better than nothing, I suppose. Can't complain too much. Not about anything that matters, at least. That's fair. I feel that way. Sort of like anytime I feel like I'm about to lodge some like sincere complaints to anybody, I just kind of think back to the fact that I play video games for money for a living, and that I've been incredibly blessed during a time when a lot of people have not been doing well. That usually shuts the voice in my head right the fuck up. Boy, I'm very slow though. Oh, I'm very slow because of the trinket that I'm toting around. But the trinket that I'm toting around is, on occasion, a speed upgrade, or a rate of fire upgrade, which I pretty desperately need. I had a bagel this morning, so I'm not really, well, a bagel. I had a... I had a bagel in that I had a bagel in that I had a bagel from a grocery store out of a bag that had been in my bread drawer for a while. That's the first bagel I've had. This better not count. I was gonna say. It's the first bagel I've had, since going to visit Squint Fox in New York and having an actual New York bagel. Duality hasn't been doing jack shit. I haven't seen a single angel room open up. Fuck you, Duality. You're out. There's a damage upgrade and a speed upgrade. That stays for a while at least. Do I take 7 seals over list? The list hasn't paid out for shit. I think I do. That's concentrated damage as I'm going along. I think I'm okay with that. Pogman, what's going on, dude? I'm on the mend. This should be the last day that I feel truly shitty. This should be the last day that I feel truly shitty, I think. I have to remember to go down instead of up. But I genuinely think I'm on the mend now. It sucks. I've not felt good for 4 days straight. Oof. I'm trying. I'm putting one foot in front of the other, but it's been tough to be sure. It has everything to do with the fact that I haven't been sick in 2 years. Much like I hadn't had a bagel in 2 years. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was pretty disappointed. It sounded much better this morning. I was really, really raspy and very congested this morning when I started off. As the morning's gone on, that stuff's kind of broken up and cleared itself out.
Balls of
which has been
steel.
awesome. It feels like I've got a productive cough going on, so it feels like whatever was congesting my head is slowly but surely making its way out. Chaos, good morning. Shauna! Time of V, hopes all of you beautiful souls are safe and well. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, D-Blade, is that the list was only really useful when I got into rooms with a single enemy in them. But like a room like this, how do you kill one enemy at a time? You can't. I mean, maybe a better Isaac player could, but I can't. I can't kill one enemy at a time in rooms like this. Oh god, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Microsoft. I do that every time. I keep wanting to say Microsoft. Microsoft Strike Force. Marvel Strike Force. During my downtime, dude, when I've been laying on my bed or laying on the couch, I've just been playing a shitload of Marvel Strike Force. My main team these days is Thor with Hulk and Cap. Whenever Hulk and Cap get hit, Thor's God of Thunder passive charges. Thor's God of Thunder passive charges up. So that's good passive damage that gets done in mass after they get hit a certain number of times. And they both have taunt, so they have to get hit quite a bit. I just have to keep Thor alive long enough that those two can get taunt up. And then I've thrown a bunch of resources to bulk up Shang-Chi. And he sometimes will single-handedly on the first move of combat wipe out half the other enemy team. And Maria Hill is my healer. And I've got Maria Hill bulked up to a point where, like, she does this big, massive AoE attack that also restores health to all of her enemies, or health to all of her teammates. And she has an attack that summons 2 shield agents every time she does it. So there are times where I'll start 5v5 and I'll finish 10v0 because I've summoned so many shield agents from Maria Hill. Maria Hill is dynamite, man. She and Shang-Chi have won me so many battles. I want to unlock like Hela, like I want to unlock Hela and Loki. I did unlock Heimdall. I want to unlock Hela and Loki, but I haven't yet. I say get the chicken cutlet bibimbap. I gotta figure out something to do with. I got a couple of like high grade villains that I can't do anything with. I've got Corvus Glaive, who gets his ass kicked. I've got Crossbones, who gets his ass kicked. I've got Namor, who gets his ass kicked. And then I've got a handful of like decent heroes that don't have any place to live. Fucking Captain Marvel is tough, but she gets her ass kicked. Spider-Man gets his ass kicked. I just don't. I have good weak teams, and I have good very strong teams, but I don't have anybody living in the middle. My middle teams are kind of. It's a total wasteland. It's an absolute. Sorry, chat. Yeah, it's an absolute crapshoot. It's an absolute crapshoot. Whether or not those middle rosters win. Captain Marvel, finna Nita get her ass dicked, no cap. I don't know what that means. I'm hoping to find a way to get Longshot. I got Shatterstar and Polaris. And I've heard as a team they're obscene. Dude, I had a campaign mission that I fucking could not get past for the longest time because like Shatterstar and Longshot were on the campaign mission. And I fucking could not get past those two despite having like massively overpowered heroes. Let's see, hold on one second. Let me see if I can find, was it Nightbot? It might have been Stream Elements. Let me see if I can find that command. I should probably just turn that back. Well, I'd say turn it back on, but I'm not putting Stream Elements bot in here. Let's see, chat bot, chat commands. Say timers. Timers are probably fastest. And then I should probably just keep this somewhere. I don't think I need any of this stuff. I kind of want to take Abaddon, but I'm not sure at the expense of what. You know what? At the expense of this bullshit. Well, If I lose backpack, well, let's just find out. And then I just make sure to grab this. And I think we just go. I don't really need anything else, I don't think. I think we can probably just roll with this. Yeah, I don't get anything anymore for you guys signing up on I don't get anything anymore for you guys signing up through that link, but that's what we're talking about. So I spent a whole bunch of money. I spent a whole bunch of money when they frankly they gave me a $100 budget. They gave me a $100 budget when I was playing, so I spent a whole bunch of money and got Maria Hill. And Maria Hill is fucking dynamite. And then I did spend a little bit of my own money and got the first season pass that happened while I was there. And got Shang-Chi, and Shang-Chi is like ridiculously powerful. I don't even know who I've got like next. Like, oh, Infestation 2's fucking dynamite. Who's going away? Lusty Blood? No. Yeah, Infestation 2 has to come with me. I've spent more money than I care to admit. I've spent 40 bucks. I've spent 40 bucks.
Answers.
I spent $20 on each of the passes. Otherwise, I've just been freemium grinding the shit out of that game. If you toss 9 lives, do you lose them? I do. I lose not. Well, I may not lose the. Well, no, I think I do. I think if I lose the Guppy item, I lose Guppy altogether. So I'd lose flight and I'd lose intermittent creation of flies, which would not be good. Remind me on in between runs that I wanna kind of show you guys where I stand with. I just got ISO 8 unlocked, so I've been trying to pick roles for each one of my characters. But I also haven't been spending a whole bunch on resources because I don't want to get caught up in spending a lot more money. Go down, go down, go down. Okay, without either one of those.
This is the story of the newest denizen.
Sorry. Dark Mathesy, Prime Gaming for 5 months. Thank you so much, Dark Mathesy. Very kind of you. I appreciate that. I guess I could test it. I could test it, and when I get to the next floor, if I want, I can drop Guppy for a second and just see. I just know that if I burn through all the lives, if I somehow lose all the lives, and I don't know if it counts that by setting them down, that I no longer get to be Guppy anymore. Yeah, I'll test it for science on the next floor. Ow. I didn't see episode 8 of What If. I've still got to go check that out. Ooh, Incubus would be really good. Knockout drops is fun. So I think we tested with Incubus. Yeah, there it goes. Just like that. Actually, I think the crazy thing is I think when I pick it back up, I actually think I get a red heart container. That's funny. Oh, sorry. I'm almost positive that it would take Guppy away from me if I just went from one room to the next dealing with that. Oh, it didn't take Guppy away from me. What do you know? You take Paw? I might. I think it's worth a shot just to be 100% certain. It doesn't look like it took Guppy away from me. It took the lives away from me. But it doesn't look like it took Guppy away from me. As far as I can tell. Fuck, I love Spoonbender so much. I think we can lose Jacob's ladder. Ow. I do need to... I do need to stockpile some health. I kind of did myself dirty here. I need to not get hit for a little while. Wish you guys would knock it the fuck off. Tail for knockout drops. You guys seem to think that I have infinite fucking health. Do you guys not see how half my health is gone from the sciencing? I need less science, more health. Oh my god, Sci-Fly, why are you so good? I don't know what's going on. Although I guess I could go pick up 9 lives again and then just set it back down and use that heart to pick up. Yeah, I could use. I actually could do this too, as long as I'm here. I think I'd be content losing Spoonbender over that, and then I could lose Guppy's tail. I don't want knockout drops. My luck's not that high. Feel better. Okay. Yeah, I feel better. I think we'll do it like that. I kind of just want to... I don't want to get too in my head about it because right now my head is filled with... right now my head is filled with... illness funk. I'm not thinking super clearly these days, so I don't want to get too up my own ass about strats that I'm trying to play out. I kind of just want to log a win. God damn, dude, stop hurting me. Sci-Fly's not impressed by your bullshit, lamb.
Someday, Bumbo, lucky Bumbo, someday the Bumbo's a bad Bumbo. He get coin and Bumbo lose coin.